Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Nice to Meet You, Union Athletics. This is Eric McDowell from the Union College Athletics Department. Thanks for joining me today. This is the show that tells the story behind the scenes of our tremendous student athletes. Not just what they do on the playing arena, but also in the classroom, community, and in some cases, terms abroad. We've got great students at Union College, and we're looking forward to meeting another one today. And her name is Cate Degen, a senior field hockey player from Manans, New York. Kate, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you have done a tremendous job of balancing academics and athletics here at Union. You have a 3.88 GPA in economics, and you were named a Union Sophomore Scholar Athlete of the Year in your sophomore year, the spring of 2012. So tell us about the honor of receiving that award, considering the hundreds of sophomore student athletes that we have.
Yeah, that award was such a tremendous honor because there's so many great student athletes at Union, so many great both athletes and academics, and a lot who do both well. So getting that award was such a great honor. And I think the balance between athletics and academics is something that I really value because obviously we're here to be students first, and after that comes athletics. So the one thing our coach always says to us, she says, first comes your family, then comes academics, then comes athletics, and fourth is everything else. So I've kind of taken that to heart and really had those as my priorities throughout my 4 years of Union.
That's outstanding. Now, no doubt you've had excellent professors who have made an impact on you. And talk about some of the professors that you've had over the 3.5 years now as your second semester as a senior.
Yeah, absolutely. My professors have been so supportive of me as an athlete, so understanding when I need to miss class for games, things like that, and just being willing to work with me, whether it's rescheduling an exam or getting extra help or anything like that. Union just has absolutely the best professors. And I think that's the really great thing about a small liberal arts college is the relationships that you form with your professors, the way they get to know you outside of class and really get to know you as both a person and a student. So I think that's really great. And for me as an economics major, the economics department at Union is absolutely outstanding. And I've had a really great experience working with my advisor, Doug Klein, who advised my sophomore research project, which was really cool. And also my senior thesis advisor, Steve Schmidt, has been really great in helping me finish that.
Wonderful. Thank you for the shout-outs for them. And
Yeah.
they do a great job on the students that we've heard from many that have talked about them in the past as well.
Economics is great.
Now, you recently completed your senior field hockey season. Talk to us about some of the highlights with your teammates, memorable events, and also Coach Harships as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So for me, it's really funny because I can't believe how quickly these 4 years have gone by. It's so weird to hear you say, you've completed your senior field hockey season.
That's right.
Like,
It's
there's
fast.
no more? Like, 4 years? Like, goes by so quickly. So, yeah, I can't believe it. But this year was great, just having that final year of my team. And just, we've been through a lot these past 4 years, a lot of ups and downs, but there are definitely some ups this season. One of my favorite memories of field hockey that I'll keep with me always is our victory over St. Lawrence. We beat St. Lawrence 6-5 after coming back 3-0. So that was just a tremendous game, and it kind of, I think the lesson that game taught me was no matter how far you're down, like, you can always come back. There's always a chance that you can come back and win, and that was just such a great game, such a great experience, and I'll always remember that.
Take that through life, too. No matter how many times we'll be down a little bit, there's always a way to get back up.
Absolutely.
I'm going to remember that game, too, because of that.
How could you forget?
We'll never forget that one.
Yeah.
Now, you are president of Union's Student Athlete Advisory Committee, something close to my heart. I love working with the SAC groups. And you represented us at the Liberty League SAC Summit last winter that we attended in Utica. Talk about that to the folks.
Yeah, so what Union SAC does is we're sort of a liaison between the Union College administration and the athletes on campus. And we also work to get student athletes more involved both on campus and in the community. So we've been up to some pretty cool things this year. We recently started a volunteer program with a local elementary school where we're going to send different Union teams twice a week. So that's really awesome, and we're really excited about that. We're also currently working to bring Chi Alpha Sigma, which is the National Student Athlete Leadership Honor Society, to campus. So hopefully we'll establish a chapter of that here this spring. And the third thing we've been working a lot on recently is a career fair just for student athletes. So we're going to have Union alums who play the sport and now have gone on to be successful in their field come back to Union and speak to us, speak to student athletes about what they've done, and kind of a little networking will go on. So
It was exciting, the Future Fair that
Yeah,
started last
exactly,
spring.
the Future Fair.
Yes, it went over very well. And we're glad that you're going to keep that up as
Yeah.
well. Now, you are obviously quite active on campus, and another exciting role for you here is president of the Scholars Steering Committee at Union. Talk about that opportunity.
Yeah, so the Scholars Program at Union is something that people aren't necessarily familiar with. The Scholars Program is composed of the top 10% of students that are admitted to Union. So I've been the president of the Scholars Steering Committee for the past 2 years now. I'm closing in on the end of my reign. But yeah, it's just been great to be involved with the scholars, and the thing that committee does is we organize events for all the scholars on campus, and we also work with the Scholars Program Director, Maggie Tong, to kind of advise the future direction of the program, give her feedback from our perspective on what it's like to be a scholar and what things the college could potentially do better.
Ooh,
So
okay.
yeah.
Now, when the season ended, you had a busy winter as well. You have to talk about the opportunity you had during the winter break.
Yeah, so this was really great. So over my 6-week winter break, for those of you that don't know, Union has a wonderful 6-week winter break between Thanksgiving and New Year's. So this year I spent my winter break interning with the U.S. Committee for Refugees in Albany. I worked in their finance department, and I interacted a lot one-on-one with refugees, people from all over the world coming to the U.S. for such a variety of reasons. And that was just a great experience for me, and just talking to them, learning about their experiences, and really improved my cross-cultural communication skills, I'd say. So, yeah.
Very unique opportunity. That's
Absolutely.
great.
It was great.
Now, you had the opportunity also to study abroad last spring, and considering that one of your minors is German, I can only try to guess where you might have been going. Tell us about where your term abroad was.
Yes. So I spent last spring abroad in Germany. We were in the south of Germany in Freiburg, which is a small city, and we were there for the first 5 weeks of our term, and then we traveled north to Berlin and were there for the second 5 weeks. And obviously Berlin is like a giant, multicultural, wonderful city, and I honestly couldn't tell you which one of those cities I prefer. They were just so great, so different, and just, I think one of the great things about Union is the opportunity that student athletes have to study abroad, because I know a lot of athletes at bigger schools don't necessarily have those opportunities. So I'm really grateful that I was able to have that opportunity, and that my coaches and teammates were supportive of me going abroad.
Now, a work-study program is also an excellent chance for people on a campus to get funding. It's a federal program, but it also helps many folks like us on campus to employ students and give them experiences. You have a unique work-study job. I'll leave it at that. You want to tell folks about it?
Yeah, I do. I work with Eric and Chris and everyone in the sports information department, and it's a really great job. What I do is I help out at a lot of different Union College athletic events, keeping the stats or things like that, and it's a really fun job.
Well, we do appreciate, we've had Cate in our department since her freshman year, and it's been a pleasure, and it's been fun to watch you grow as a person and as a student. You've made a great impact on this campus, and I know you will right up to the day you graduate, when we'll be shedding a tear with your family as well. So, Cate, thank you for joining us, and thanks for all you do for Union College.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time, and it was nice to meet you, Cate Degen, and it was nice to see you join us today for another edition of Nice to Meet You, Union Athletics. This is Eric McDowell. Have a great day.